Tonight, a Moscow man changes his plea in the trial of a Pullman teenager's death.
A WSU faculty member sues 3 administrators.
And a key FBI official steps down. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From Studio B on the campus of Washington State University, this is Pullman's only nightly newscast. This is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Charlie Nelson.
And I'm Casey Shainline. Welcome to Murrow News 8. A Moscow teen accused of attempting to cover up the death of 18-year-old Timothy Reeves last summer is changing his plea from not guilty to guilty. Police charged 17-year-old Matthew Maketa with 2 felonies, grand theft auto and concealing evidence. Prosecutors dropped additional conspiracy charges in return for the guilty plea. The plea agreement includes a recommended sentence of 5 years of felony probation. He'll receive his sentencing April 23rd.
Longtime WSU professor Tracy L. Scare is suing her department chair, a college dean, and the university provost for discrimination, invasion of privacy, and retaliating against her for speaking out. Alex Scully is live on campus to elaborate on the major players and turning points of the case.
Thanks, Charlie. In August, Scare filed a lawsuit against the 3 administrators for actions dating back to 2013. In 2014, WSU gave Scare's medical records to faculty investigators without Scare's permission. In February of 2015, Dan Bernardo, the school's provost, met with Scare and told her several times to consider, quote, an exit strategy, unquote.
And why would Scare need an exit strategy?
Well, the original investigation was based on complaints about Scare's work absences. The investigation found that Scare's request for medical accommodations was unreasonable and in excess of what her medical provider felt she needed. There's no date set for the trial yet, but we will bring you the details as we get them. Alex Scully, Murrow News 8.
In another court case, Pullman police announced this week that they have recommended charges in an alleged rape case from 2016. Commander Chris Tennant said the investigation took over 2 years due to extended wait times for DNA testing at the state lab. Now, Whitman County Chief Deputy Prosecutor Dan LeBeau will now review the case to determine if there is enough evidence to pursue the second-degree rape charge in court. After 18 years serving as a judge for the Whitman County District, Doug Robinson announced he will retire from his seat and not run for re-election this fall. Robinson began his appointment in Colfax in 2000 and plans on spending his retirement as a pro tem judge after reactivating his law license.
Moscow's police force celebrates 125 years of service with new badges. Daryl Bivens asked the department about the meaning behind their commemorative hardware.
Moscow PD proudly wears these badges in respect of William J. Blacker, founder of the Special Police.
The badge is a symbol of public trust, and we don't take that lightly now, and I'm sure they didn't take it lightly back in 1892 when William Blacker was appointed police chief.
So as you can see right here, I have one of the badges safely guarded that all the officers are wearing for the rest of the year. Now right here, 125 years of service. What's interesting about that is that it all started when the people of Moscow elected their officers instead of them being put in by the federal government. While these kind of elections are out of the ordinary, it highlights the amount of trust and respect Moscow PD and community members had for each other back when the police force was founded.
We get suited up every day, and so we're putting on the uniform, and the badge to me is a representation of that I'm serving this community, and I need to do it in an honorable fashion. When we're out dealing with community members, they look at us because we're wearing the badge, and so they look for guidance and answers from us.
These badges, modeled after Blacker's, will be retired by the end of the year.
It's just as strong today as it was back then. The badge is a symbol of public trust, and the Moscow Police Department carries that community policing philosophy forward, and we wear the badge with pride, and I'm sure Chief Blacker did as well.
Daryl Bivens III, Murrow News 8.
President Kirk Schultz's Town and Gown initiative, which aims to increase a positive relationship between the university and the town, is continuing in downtown Pullman. The Jordan Schnitzer Museum of Art will operate a gallery on Main Street as the first of its kind. This gallery will be in the same location as the former picture shop called Framing. This privately funded art gallery should be open in the fall. The new museum will display pieces from the current gallery and various local artists.
Whitman County has numerous ways to help people with food security, but according to a 2016 study, they're simply not enough. Afika Sham shows us how a yearly summit helps bring these concerns to light.
Every year, dozens of people from different walks of life gather at a food summit to discuss methods of bettering local food systems. While the Palouse Clearwater Food Coalition usually hosts the event, this year marks a collaboration in Pullman, Washington between the organization and the Whitman County Food Coalition.
The Palouse Clearwater Food Coalition focuses on local food access. The Whitman County Food Coalition really focuses on combating food insecurity.
The annual summit's general themes surrounding food change from year to year. 2018's focus on access to healthier, sustainable and affordable alternatives influenced every part of the event, from the presentations down to the very food prepared for lunch.
We wanted to feature foods that you could get right now that are grown locally and that would be affordable. So again, the idea of access.
In addition to spreading awareness and discussion of food-based issues around the Palouse, the annual Food Summit also serves to promote local programs and businesses, such as the PNW Halal Meat Store behind me.
Summit gave us that kind of platform to represent ourselves, and we are happy for that. So we are very happy, and we are grateful to these organizers giving us opportunity to talk about halal food, about Muslim community, and so on.
While next year's Food Summit is still in its early planning stages, it will certainly take place in Moscow, Idaho. Afik Hisham, Murrow News 8.
When we come back, we'll look at a shakeup within the FBI.
And President Trump gives his first State of the Union address tonight.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
We start our national news with President Trump. He will address both chambers of Congress for the first time as Commander-in-Chief tonight during his State of the Union address. Trump is expected to talk about the successes of his first year in office, including his recently approved tax plan. Aides to the president say the Trump's address will be optimistic and will include calls for Congress to approve funding for various infrastructure projects, including roadways and airports. The address begins at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. A congressional committee voted to release classified information that shows the FBI's improper use of surveillance during the Russia investigation. Republicans and President Trump pushed for the release of the memo, suggesting the FBI and members of the Justice Department conspired against him, but Democrats say the memo is selective and omits crucial facts. President Trump will meet with his national security team before he makes a final decision on the release of the memo. Panera Bread issued a national recall of its cream cheese products yesterday. The products have possible Listeria contamination, though no reported illness have connections to Panera Bread products. And tests on cream cheese samples before and after production show no traces of Listeria. The St. Louis-based chain said they started the recall out of an abundance of caution.
FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe stepped down from his position yesterday. The move reportedly comes as a result of steady criticism from President Trump on and off social media. Others point to an upcoming report from the Justice Department's Inspector General detailing McCabe's role in the Clinton email investigation. The White House says they deny any involvement from President Trump in McCabe's decision.
After the break, an MLB team plans a major change in 2019.
And Matthew Money shows us what we'll be expecting in weather this week. We'll be right back.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Weather stays calm, we won't have to worry about anything like a landslide on the Palouse. Let's check with Matt to see what is coming our way in the forecast.
Yeah, Casey, nothing too extreme on the Palouse. As you can see, we got a little bit of a wind today. Wind speeds up to 22 miles an hour, nothing too bad. Our today's high was 41 and we sat at the average of 36. So tomorrow, not looking too bad. A little bit of snow in the morning, so as you're on your way to work or maybe walking to class. Little snow in the morning, high about 31, but that tapers off by the afternoon, and we'll be into the low 40s, so not really too bad of a day. Kind of looks like spring might be coming out a little bit, and then tomorrow night's low down near 31. All right, let's check Eastern Washington weather. Not too bad. Spokane in the middle 40s tomorrow. Pullman's going to be in the low 40s. And Yakima, Wenatchee, cloudy skies, and they're going to be in the upper 40s to low 50s. And in the extended forecast, as you can see, we've got Thursday, high about 41, not too bad, cloudy skies. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, rainy, and clouds on Monday.
After the break, an MLB team says goodbye to their famous logo. Stay tuned.
I'm one unlucky guy. The chance of being involved in a robbery is 1 in 757. The chances of being struck by lightning. 1 in 750,000.
Please fasten your seatbelts for unexpected turbulence.
The chances of being a victim in an airline crash? 1 in 29 million. Hey, could I get some peanuts? The chances of being involved in a car crash are far greater than lightning strikes and plane crashes. And if you are texting while driving, your risk of crash increases 23 times. Now, I may be an unlucky guy, but I don't have to be part of that statistic, and neither do you. Drive responsibly.
The Cleveland Indians will have a new look starting in 2019 with the removal of Chief Wahoo logo from their jerseys and caps, but will continue to use the logo and sell merchandise this season. Thank you for watching. Join us every weeknight at 7 and 10 p.m. for Pullman's only nightly news broadcast.
Have a great night, and don't forget to follow Murrow News 8 on Facebook and Twitter. I know you all have them.
And good night.